A hush falls before the words arrive, as if time itself pauses to make room for what is unfolding now, and the air feels heavier with meaning than it did just a moment ago. Something long hidden has been moving quietly toward you, step by step, unseen yet guided, and this message carries the weight of that arrival with a gentle but undeniable force. What begins here is not sudden noise but a slow reveal, layered with truth, patience, and a destiny that has waited for the exact right moment to breathe. My beloved child, with Archangel Michael says, this moment has been prepared beyond what your eyes could ever measure, because certain revelations require silence before they speak. There has been a sacred watching over your path, not to control it but to protect what was forming beneath the surface of your experiences and emotions. What is being shared now comes with calm authority, not to frighten you, but to steady your heart as understanding opens. There has been a rhythm to your life that sometimes felt uneven, yet every delay, every pause, and every unexpected turn carried purpose woven into it. You were never drifting without direction, even when clarity seemed distant and reassurance felt rare. A connection was growing quietly alongside your own growth, shaped by timing rather than urgency. This message reaches you now because readiness has settled within you, even if you did not name it or fully feel it. Strength has been built through endurance, softness through patience, and wisdom through observation. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The secret of your soulmate has not been hidden out of absence but out of protection, because fragile truths require strong ground to land upon. This soul has walked a parallel path, learning lessons that mirror your own in different forms yet with the same intention of wholeness. What was once fragmented in understanding is now aligning into clarity. There were moments when you sensed something more was meant for you, a depth beyond surface connections and fleeting emotions. That sensing was not imagination but intuition quietly tuning itself to a frequency that matched another heart in formation. The bond was never delayed, only refined. Your journey has shaped you into someone capable of receiving truth without fear and love without loss of self. The same shaping occurred in the life of your soulmate, through circumstances that built resilience and emotional honesty. What is revealed now honors both journeys equally. The secret coming forward is rooted in sincerity, not drama, and in commitment rather than illusion. It speaks of recognition that happens naturally, without force, when the time is right. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There is a calm certainty surrounding this revelation, because what belongs to you does not rush or confuse. Your soulmate carries an understanding of you that feels familiar, as though known before words are exchanged. This knowing does not overwhelm but settles, like something finally returning home. Distance, whether emotional or physical, was never a barrier but a teacher. It allowed both of you to grow independently so that union would be built on strength rather than dependency. Now that growth stands complete enough for truth to emerge. You may notice subtle shifts within yourself as this message unfolds, a quiet confidence replacing old doubts. That is alignment happening gently, without disruption, because it matches who you have become. The secret was never meant to shock, only to affirm. This connection carries respect, patience, and depth as its foundation. It is not defined by urgency but by steadiness, and that steadiness is what makes it lasting. Type Amen to get blessing 555. My beloved child, with Archangel Michael says, the recognition between you and your soulmate will feel natural, not forced by signs or external persuasion. There will be an ease in communication that feels grounding rather than consuming. Trust will build without struggle, because it mirrors the trust you have already learned to give yourself. Your soulmate's secret includes the truth that they have always sensed you too, even without knowing your name or face clearly. That sensing guided their choices, steering them away from what did not align. This mutual preparation is what gives the bond its quiet power. Nothing from your past was wasted or unnecessary. Each experience refined your ability to discern sincerity from illusion. That discernment is now a gift you bring into this connection. What unfolds next will not rush you forward but invite you to step in with awareness. You are not being pulled into something unknown but welcomed into something prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 666. As this revelation settles, you may feel a release of old expectations that no longer serve you. Those expectations were placeholders until truth arrived. Now they fall away naturally, without resistance. Your soulmate's presence carries encouragement rather than pressure. It supports your individuality instead of overshadowing it. This balance is what makes the connection sustainable and deeply fulfilling. There is a shared vision forming, not spoken yet but felt. It aligns values, intentions, and emotional maturity. This alignment is the quiet miracle behind the secret being revealed. You are not asked to change who you are to receive this bond. You are invited to remain exactly as you have become. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The timing of this message marks a turning point where clarity replaces waiting. Not everything will be revealed at once, but enough is known to bring peace. Peace is the confirmation that this truth carries. You may find yourself more grounded in the days ahead, less shaken by uncertainty. That is because alignment stabilizes the inner world first. Outer changes follow naturally. Your soulmate's secret includes a promise of mutual respect and shared growth. It is not a fantasy but a partnership rooted in reality. This realism is what makes it powerful. Every step forward will feel chosen rather than pushed. That choice strengthens trust on both sides. Type Amen to get blessing 888. My beloved child with Archangel Michael says this revelation is meant to empower you, not distract you from your purpose. Love here enhances your path instead of replacing it. You remain whole, supported rather than defined by connection. There is no competition with your individuality. Your soulmate values your voice, your boundaries, and your evolution. This mutual respect is the core of the secret now revealed. You may notice your intuition sharpening, guiding you gently toward alignment. Follow that guidance calmly, without haste. It knows the way. The unfolding will be steady and clear. Confusion has no place where truth is present. Type Amen to get blessing 999. As this message comes to a close, let the assurance settle within you quietly. You are seen, prepared, and supported in what is coming next. Nothing required force, only readiness. The secret revealed carries peace rather than turmoil. It arrives as confirmation, not disruption. Trust the calm that accompanies it. What is meant for you moves toward you with certainty. Remain open, grounded, and steady as the path continues to unfold. The energy around you continues to deepen as this unfolding moves forward, not louder but richer, as if layers are being gently pulled back one by one. What follows is not an ending but an expansion, because truth once revealed keeps opening into greater understanding and steadier assurance. The atmosphere surrounding this message remains calm yet powerful, carrying a sense of inevitability that does not rush but does not retreat either. There is a settling happening within your inner world, a quiet anchoring that allows you to stand firmly without needing external confirmation. This is important, because what is forming next in your life requires stability more than excitement and presence more than anticipation. The connection spoken of earlier grows stronger not through constant attention but through consistency and emotional maturity. You may notice that memories, patterns, and old emotional responses no longer pull you in the same way they once did. This is not because they lacked meaning, but because their role in shaping you has completed its purpose. What remains is the wisdom they left behind, now ready to support something deeper and more aligned. Type Amen to get blessing 111. As the days move forward, there is a natural refinement happening in your thoughts and reactions, where clarity replaces overthinking and calm replaces urgency. This refinement is part of the preparation that allows recognition to feel effortless when it arrives. Nothing here depends on chasing or proving, because what is true stands on its own. The soulmate connection carries a shared rhythm that feels steady rather than overwhelming. It does not demand constant reassurance, because trust flows quietly beneath every interaction. This rhythm supports growth instead of distraction, allowing both hearts to remain aligned with their individual purposes. There is a mutual understanding that silence can be as meaningful as words, and presence can be felt even without constant expression. This understanding removes pressure and replaces it with ease. It allows authenticity to exist without fear of loss. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Strength continues to build in subtle ways, not through struggle but through acceptance of who you are now. This acceptance changes how you receive love, making space for depth rather than intensity alone. The connection unfolding reflects this depth, offering steadiness where there was once uncertainty. You are no longer drawn toward what feels incomplete or misaligned. Your awareness has sharpened, guiding you naturally toward what resonates with your values and emotional truth. This guidance is quiet but consistent, and it does not contradict itself. The soulmate's presence will feel like an extension of this inner alignment, reinforcing rather than challenging your sense of self. Together, this creates a dynamic where growth feels supported and shared rather than forced. This balance is rare, and that is why it has been carefully prepared. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Time itself seems to slow around moments of genuine understanding, allowing them to be fully experienced rather than rushed past. This slowing is intentional, because meaningful connections require space to breathe and roots to grow. What develops here is meant to last, not to impress temporarily. There is a shared patience within this bond, a recognition that unfolding naturally brings greater fulfillment than immediate gratification. This patience strengthens emotional safety and builds confidence in the connection's direction. Nothing essential is delayed, it arrives exactly when it can be sustained. Your role in this unfolding is simply to remain present and honest, both with yourself and with what you feel. You are not asked to perform or to hide any part of who you are. Authenticity is not only welcomed here, it is required. Type Amen to get blessing 444. As clarity continues to expand, you may sense a deeper peace settling into your daily life, even in moments unrelated to connection or relationships. This peace is a sign of alignment across different areas of your life. When one part falls into place, others follow naturally. The Soulmate secret also carries a reflection of your own journey, showing you how far you have come without needing comparison. This reflection does not inflate ego or diminish humility, it simply affirms growth. Growth recognized calmly becomes confidence. There is a shared respect for boundaries, time, and individuality that allows both of you to feel safe without feeling confined. This respect is what transforms attraction into partnership. It builds something that can withstand change and evolve with time. Type Amen to get blessing 555. What continues to unfold will not require you to abandon your path or compromise your values. Instead, it will integrate seamlessly into what you are already building. This integration brings harmony rather than disruption. You may notice an increased sense of trust in your own decisions, as if uncertainty no longer holds the same weight. This trust is earned through experience and reflection, and it supports the connection now taking form. When trust exists within, it flows outward naturally. The unfolding remains gentle but certain, steady but meaningful. There is no need to rush ahead, because every step is supported by clarity and intention. Remain grounded, remain open, and allow what is aligned to continue revealing itself in its own time. The flow does not stop here, because what has begun is meant to deepen rather than conclude, and the understanding settling within you continues to expand quietly. There is a sense of movement beneath stillness, like a river that looks calm on the surface while carrying steady strength below. This continuation is gentle, intentional, and aligned with the pace your heart can comfortably receive. As this message continues, there is an inner reassurance forming that does not rely on signs, explanations, or validation from outside. You are learning to rest in certainty without needing constant confirmation. This inner rest allows clarity to remain even when circumstances around you shift. The connection being revealed is not dramatic or unstable, but grounded in emotional presence and mutual respect. It supports your sense of self instead of testing it. This support is what allows trust to grow naturally over time. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You may feel a growing sense of confidence in expressing your truth without fear of misunderstanding. This confidence is not loud or forceful, but calm and steady. It reflects the emotional maturity that has developed through experience rather than theory. The soulmate energy surrounding you recognizes this maturity and responds to it with the same level of awareness. Communication here feels balanced, where listening carries as much value as speaking. This balance creates emotional safety and mutual understanding. There is no need for control or anticipation, because alignment removes anxiety. When two paths align naturally, effort becomes cooperation rather than struggle. This cooperation is what sustains long-term connection. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Your emotional space feels clearer now, as if unnecessary weight has been released without effort. This release allows you to be more present in each moment rather than preoccupied with outcomes. Presence strengthens connection more than expectation ever could. The unfolding continues to reveal how deeply preparation has shaped both sides of this bond. Each experience, whether joyful or challenging, contributed to emotional clarity and resilience. Nothing was random, and nothing was wasted. This awareness brings gratitude rather than regret. Gratitude grounds you in the present, allowing you to receive what is unfolding without resistance. It opens your heart without exposing it to harm. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. There is a subtle joy emerging, not overwhelming but consistent, woven into your daily rhythm. This joy is not dependent on external events, it flows from alignment within. When inner alignment is strong, outer connections become more meaningful. Your soulmate's presence supports this joy without trying to define it. There is freedom in this dynamic, where both individuals remain whole while sharing connection. This freedom deepens trust rather than weakening it. Moments of silence will feel comfortable, not empty. Shared stillness becomes a space of understanding rather than distance. This comfort in silence reflects emotional depth and mutual respect. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. As the journey continues, you may notice your priorities becoming clearer and more intentional. What once felt urgent may now feel optional, while what truly matters stands out effortlessly. This clarity guides your choices without force. The connection unfolding respects this clarity and aligns with it. There is no pressure to compromise your values or pace. Alignment creates harmony, not conflict. This phase brings a sense of calm anticipation, not anxious waiting. Calm anticipation allows you to remain present while welcoming what is unfolding naturally. It strengthens patience without diminishing excitement. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. There is an inner steadiness now that allows you to trust the process without needing to control it. This trust is not passive, it is grounded in awareness and experience. It allows you to move forward with confidence rather than hesitation. The soulmate secret continues to reveal itself through actions rather than promises. Consistency replaces intensity, and sincerity replaces illusion. These qualities build something real and lasting. As this continuation settles within you, remain open but grounded, receptive but steady. What is unfolding does so with purpose, clarity, and calm assurance, moving forward exactly as it is meant to. The current of this message carries forward with the same steady depth, not fading but becoming more grounded as understanding settles further within you. What continues now is meant to anchor what has already been revealed, allowing it to take root in your awareness rather than pass through as fleeting inspiration. This anchoring brings a quiet confidence that does not need explanation, because it feels right in a way that words rarely capture. You may notice that your emotional responses are softer yet stronger at the same time, less reactive and more discerning. This shift allows you to observe situations without being consumed by them, creating space for wiser choices. In this space, alignment becomes clearer and distractions lose their influence. The connection unfolding alongside you respects this inner evolution completely. It does not demand urgency or create confusion, because it mirrors the calm clarity you now carry. This mirroring strengthens mutual understanding without effort. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. There is a growing sense of emotional safety that surrounds this unfolding, one that allows vulnerability without fear of imbalance. Vulnerability here is met with presence, not judgment, and with patience rather than expectation. This creates a foundation where trust deepens naturally over time. The soulmate's energy does not seek to fill a void but to walk alongside wholeness. This distinction changes everything, because connection becomes a shared experience rather than a need-based attachment. From this place, respect flows easily and consistently. You may feel a quiet assurance replacing old uncertainties, as if something internally has finally settled. This settlement does not limit growth, it supports it. When the inner world is stable, expansion becomes sustainable. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Moments that once felt confusing now appear clearer in retrospect, revealing their role in shaping discernment. Discernment becomes your guide, gently steering you toward what aligns and away from what does not. This guidance does not shout, it simply remains consistent. The unfolding connection honors this discernment by offering transparency rather than mixed signals. What is expressed aligns with what is felt, reducing the need for interpretation. This clarity builds emotional ease and mutual confidence. There is an unspoken understanding that growth will continue, both individually and together. This shared acceptance of change allows the connection to remain flexible without losing stability. Flexibility and stability coexist here in balance. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. As time progresses, you may find yourself more present in everyday moments, appreciating simplicity without longing elsewhere. This presence is a sign that alignment is integrating into daily life. When alignment integrates, peace becomes ordinary rather than rare. The soulmate's presence enhances this peace instead of disrupting it. There is encouragement to grow, but no pressure to become something you are not. This encouragement feels supportive rather than demanding. Shared moments feel meaningful not because they are intense, but because they are sincere. Sincerity adds depth to even the simplest interactions. It allows connection to mature gracefully. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. There is an increasing awareness of your own worth that does not depend on recognition or validation. This awareness strengthens boundaries naturally, without the need for defense. Healthy boundaries create space for respect to flourish. The unfolding connection respects these boundaries without resistance. Respect here is not negotiated, it is inherent. This mutual respect forms the backbone of lasting connection. You may sense a gentle motivation to nurture what truly matters, letting go of what drains energy. This discernment keeps your focus aligned with purpose. Purpose guides connection toward longevity. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. As this continuation settles deeper, trust becomes less about certainty and more about presence. Being present allows truth to reveal itself over time without force. This patience supports emotional depth and understanding. The soulmate's secret continues to unfold through consistency rather than grand gestures. Small, reliable actions speak louder than promises. This reliability builds confidence without strain. Everything here moves with intention, not haste. Intention ensures that what grows is sustainable and meaningful. Allow this unfolding to continue at its natural pace, grounded in clarity, calm, and quiet assurance.